Nitrogen oxides are found everywhere, from car emissions to the release of gases from factories to fertilizer usage and even when someone smokes. But what exactly are nitrogen oxides? Nitrogen oxides are defined as a mixture of gases that are composed of both nitrogen or oxygen. Some examples include nitric oxide, NO, or nitrogen dioxide, NO2. Nitrogen oxides are considered one of the biggest primary pollutants in the world. The nitrogen cycle is a very important step in the formation of nitrogen oxides. The first step of the nitrogen cycle is nitrogen fixation, which is the conversion of atmospheric NO2 or N2 into forms usable by plants. Step 2 is nitrification, in which ammonia is converted to nitrate or nitrite by bacteria. Step 3 is assimilation, in which plant roots absorb nitrate and incorporate it into their tissues, as well as animals absorb this into their tissues by eating plants. Step 4 is ammonification, in which animal and plant waste is then converted into ammonia. And finally, step 5 is denitrification, in which NO3 is converted into N2 in the soil. Nitrogen oxides are also made by combining specific chemical reactants together. For example, N2 and O2 are combined together to form 2NO, which is nitric oxide, and 2NO, which is nitric oxide, can then be converted with oxygen to form nitrogen dioxide. Thus, due to the nitrogen cycle as well as the combination of chemical reactants, nitrogen oxides are produced from a variety of sources, from motor vehicle exhaust to burning of fossil fuels by factories, smoking, forest fires, flashes during thunderstorms, volcanoes, and fertilizer application. Nitrogen oxides can become even more harmful when they combine with other substances. For example, when combined with ultraviolet radiation as well as VOCs or volatile organic compounds, they can form ozone or smog. Nitrogen oxides can also combine with SO2 or H2O to form nitrous acid or nitric acid, which then can fall as acid rain. Due to nitrogen oxides being produced from multiple sources, as well as being able to combine with other harmful pollutants and make conditions worse, nitrogen oxides have increased across the world, as shown in the first picture, and even across particular countries, such as the UK. The US also has seen many areas have high percentages or concentrations of emissions of nitrogen dioxide, especially among densely populated areas such as Atlanta or Washington, D.C. or New York. Overall, nitrogen oxides are considered very harmful as they produce very harmful environmental effects such as acid rain, which damages forests, buildings, and water sources. It can also be transported long distances across the globe and produce smog, which, as we saw, can be combined with VOCs, which then can cause damage to lungs of people. It can cause damage to vegetation and crops as well. Finally, nitrogen oxides can react to form acid vapor and particles which penetrate lungs, cause emphysema, bronchitis, and a lot of other diseases. So how do we control it? Well, the government is currently controlling it through the Kyoto Protocol, in which a union meeting was formed in Kyoto, Japan, in which all member countries, including the United States, are trying to now reduce 6 major greenhouse gases, including NO2, which is a nitrogen oxide. The Clean Air Act amendments also require major and main sources of nitrogen oxides to install or operate reasonably available control technology, and the NAAQS, which was created by the EPA, helps state and local governments in the United States meet standards for the maximum amounts of NO2 which can be in the air. Many people as well as organizations are also using low nitrogen oxide burners in their engines and boilers, as well as using exhaust gas recirculation in internal combustion engines to reduce their nitrogen oxide. For all these reasons, nitrogen oxides, while very low in comparison to a lot of other harmful pollutants, are a very important issue that we should take care of. Thanks for watching.